All right, hey everybody, we're going to talk today about the installation process of your R53 street and track splitters. So it's the same process on both. There's just a couple, well actually there's only two more bolts that come with the track version. So it goes way further underneath the car and there's already holes in your car to be able to put that into. So anyway, let's get started. I'll show you what comes with the package to begin with. So, of course, you're going to have your splitter. This is the street version. You're going to have two APR rods in your kit. You're going to have 10 washers that are for these mounting bolts here. Okay, and of course, 10 bolts with nuts on them. You're also, and I forgot to put this on here, but you're going to have two each, so 4 washers that are sized for this splitter exactly, okay? You've also got 4 big bolts, these 4 guys, and 2 of these T-brackets. So if you've watched the R56 installation video, you see that we cannot drill these holes into the crash bumper. On the R53s you can, it's soft aluminum, and it's very easy to drill through there, and I'll show you. I'll go through the process of doing that, okay? Okay, so first thing you're gonna have to do is pull your front bumper off, which is pretty obvious. And I'm not gonna go into the details on how to do that. It's very easy, and I would suggest checking out Mod Mini's YouTube channel on YouTube. That guy's amazing. I've learned a ton from his videos. And he has a video where he puts the car into front end service mode on R53s. So if you watch that video, he'll go through all the little clips, everything you have to do to take off, but it's very simple. So you've got your bumper off, okay? And you're going to have to trim the edges here. Now I've already got it attached to the splitter, but I'll give you an idea of what you have to do. On these edges, there's a lip that goes down. You've got to trim that straight across so that it'll fit with the splitter. So you can see mine, probably see that I had to cut that off basically, which is fine, so that the splitter will sit flush with it, okay? So then I would suggest getting some type of clamp or something to just secure the bumper down while you're trying to figure out where you're going to drill your holes, okay? You're going to drill these 5 holes right through the plastic bumper, right through the splitter. And before you do that, take some time, take some care, get a tape measure, make sure you're measuring this. Let's see if I can do this without totally wrecking myself. There we go. You're going to basically measure the distance from the front of the bumper to the front of the splitter, okay? I built these so that you've got about 3 inches to 3.5 inches from the plastic bumper to the front of the splitter. With the U-channel, the neoprene U-channel, it boosted out about 1/2 inch. So if you're measuring from the end of the U-channel to your plastic bumper, it's about 3 inches. That's great. And then just, you know, take some time, make some measurements here. The splitter does cut in, so it's not going to be a full 3 inches all the way out to the sides. But get that right and then secure it down with some clamps on this back side. So I'll show you here how I do it. Basically take these, hold them in place just so you know it's not going to wiggle around. You've got exactly where you want it to be in the front. Then you're going to take your drill. This is a 1/4 inch drill, so 1/4 drill bit, and you're gonna drill it straight down in. I start with that center hole. It doesn't have to be exact because you can't even see those when the car's in. Especially, you can see mine because I've got a mesh grill, but you can't see these mounting bolts. So drill that straight down in, and then you're going to lightly tighten that first one, and then it doesn't have to be exact again, but just evenly space it. Here, put a bolt in. Come over here, put a bolt in. Make sure you're in line. You know, you're still watching that, and then the final 2 on the back side. Okay. So 1/4 drill bit, 1 1/4. All right. So now at that point you've got your bumper attached to the splitter. And you saw me manipulating it around. It's super light, like this is secure, ready to rock, okay? Okay, so got your bumper installed on the splitter. Now you're ready to install these T-brackets. T-brackets help you to put the splitter rods down to the front of the splitter. So first thing you've got to do, and it's not a suggestion, you have to do this. Take a piece of wood or something that's solid that you can't drill through and slip it down in here, okay? Because you will plunge your drill right through your bumper and into your radiator, and then now you're pissed off because you got to go buy a radiator. Anyway, so this drill, it's a 1/2 inch drill. The bolts themselves are a little bit smaller. They actually fit perfectly with the holes that are in the T-brackets. I maybe graduate up in size, but it's a good idea to use a 1/2 inch drill. It gives you a little bit of wiggle room to mount these. So where you mount this is really going to be up to you. I do mine over to the side. You've seen my car. I have these over to the side a little more so that I can bring the rods in front in this way. If you want to go straight down, if you want to go out to the side, whatever you want to do is up to you. So figure out where you like these brackets. They're painted black, so you won't see them once you have your bumper on there. But figure out where you want to mount it. These, they're only a certain length. They give you maybe a 1/2 inch, maybe a full inch outside the back side of your crash bar. So figure that out. Okay. So drill the holes. You're gonna drill that right through. Boom, boom. Put your bolts in to where you're mounting it exactly like you see mine. Put the nut back here. The nut is actually self-retaining. You'll see some, I guess, I don't even know what you call it, scallops or something. But you don't need a locking washer or anything like that. That will self-retain. So tighten that up, and then you've got it looking exactly like this, okay? And I even bend mine in a little bit. Once I have it on, I actually take it and just kind of press that in just a bit. I don't know that you have to, but it just brings this end away from the grill a little bit. So push that in gently, and then you'll take your bumper. The next step, grab your bumper. You're just going to slide it on, just like this. You're going to slide it on as a test fit, just to see if you like where you've got those T-brackets, okay? So you get it set up. I'll show you why you do this. So you've got it set where it's going to be. Now you can visualize your brackets here through your grill, okay? Make sure you've got it symmetrical. You've actually done it so it doesn't look crazy. And then you're going to cut your grill so that you can allow those splitter rods to slide through there. So you size that up and then just basically get anything. I actually use a wire clipper on the original plastic grill. You just clip out some of those honeycombs that allow for the splitters to pop through there. Okay, so I'll quickly mount those splitter rods, and then I'll show you why you did that and what to do. So maybe I can show you the holes that I've put in mine. You see that right here? So about just enough to do that. Okay. All right, I'll show you. So if you can see that hole there, I basically took some wire cutters, simple wire cutters, and I clipped them. Now this is mangled. This is my original grill. It looks really mangled, but when it was on the car, you couldn't really tell. This is just an up close view of it. But I actually tried to drill like a door. I had like this doorknob hole set, and I took the smallest one. I tried to drill it, and that didn't work. Just take some clippers. I've done them on other customer cars. Clippers work the best. Just snap, snap, and it's good. That'll allow your splitter rods to go right through there. Okay, so as you can see, I've mounted the rods onto the the T-brackets, okay? And I've got them tightened so that they stick straight out. So you'll basically, this right here, this is an 8mm nut, by the way, tighten that so it makes that able to withstand just not falling down, okay? And make sure you tighten back here. Use that washer, that locking washer that it comes with. Make sure you use it and make sure you tighten the crap out of it. I have noticed that it'll loosen a little bit if you didn't get it tight enough, okay? I mean, you don't have to get it so tight that you can't breathe, but it's just got to be able to be tight and able to pivot slightly with a lot of effort. You want it to be able to move because you will need to, manipulate it a little bit. So I'm going to set this back up and I'll show you how you get your bumper on there. Let's see. Okay, so got a bumper. Cut your holes. You're going to bring it now. You can slide it right through those holes that you just drilled, okay? Or you just clipped out. So get that there. Get that there. And just slide it on up. Okay. Yours will probably be a little bit easier than mine because I've got that metal grill. It's kind of weird. So get it set up like so, like where it's supposed to be. Even get the brackets on the side set up, like slide it into like where the bumper is supposed to be set. And then you're going to be able to now take and decide where you want these splitter rods to go, okay? This is going to be wherever you want to do it. Inside, straight down, outside, whatever. And the drill size is 7/32. So you'll take your drill. Let me get these other washers. You're just going to drill, measure it, make sure you like it, make sure it's symmetrical, it looks good. You're going to drill straight through, okay? And then these APR rods are awesome. So there's a little tiny hole right in the center. If you put like a pick in there, put a pick in there to hold this rod steady so that these nuts here, these stop nuts, you can loosen them and then you can adjust the length of the rod. So adjust that rod after you drill your holes so that it'll slide into that hole. So make sure you're using one washer on top and one washer underneath, right? And then you send that locking washer that they sent with it and then the nut through and tighten that up. So with the street version or the shorter version, you're done. That's pretty much it. I am going to send 2 more bolts with you so that you can drill up through the bottom of the splitter into the plastic housing here. Okay, there's a nice spot under there that you can secure the splitter even further if you choose to do so. I don't know that you have to, but if you're worried about it, you can drill up into the plastic, and you'll see on the bottom of the car, you're like, oh yeah, it comes underneath, and it's quite a distance away from the actual radiator, but there's a nice plastic piece that would allow you to drill right up through and then secure that down. So, and then that's it. And then I will jack up the car and show all of the full splitter, the track splitters, show you guys where to mount that underneath the car, okay? Okay, so underneath the car with the street splitter, so you can see this is your radiator over here. This is your radiator mount. Hopefully you can see it. Let's see. Come on, right there. Okay, so this is a big flat plastic lip. You're basically going to take the splitter. You're going to take a bolt and bolt it right to that. Okay, so I'm going to put 2 more bolts in. You've got one. I'm on the driver's side or the left side of the car right now. So you could basically take your drill, 1/4 inch, or let's see. Dang it, it's hard to film like this, sorry. You're gonna feel where that needs to go, and then you're basically just gonna drill right up through there. Boink. And I'll send you long enough bolts so you can get 2 of these in, one on that side, one on this side. You may even find that just one is gonna do the trick. Just one centralized or whatever, you'll be able to do that. So big flat thing that'll hug the splitter up and hold it secure. I'm not sure if this is like necessary, if you actually have to do it, but you know what? It's added security, so why not? So you can see that right there. That'll just pull that up nice and snug for you. All right. Okay, still under the car. Now I'm talking to you folks that have bought the track splitter, the R53 track splitter, or full, the full length splitter. This is, and you'll see that I've cut out the power steering fan on the splitter. We're back here to your subframe, okay? You've got this long rubberized strip. The splitter will end about right here, okay? And I'm gonna mount the splitter and then I'll do this for you, but this is gonna be your working hole, and this is gonna be the hole that you're gonna send the bolt up through. Very easy to find that. The splitter gets on, you basically bring a drill, you're gonna drill straight up through there, put your washer and your nut right in through there, and then tighten that up. All right, and I'll give you a demo right now. So one on each side. You got a bigger hole here, smaller hole that you drill through, the bolt goes through that one, okay? And you can work out of these ones.